Hello my fine gardening friends, how the devil are you? Well, good morning and welcome to a Sunday morning here in beautiful Nova Scotia. It's early, it's about 7:45, 8 o'clock, and I'm sowing seeds. At the moment I'm unfortunately re-sowing chilli seeds, and I'll come back to that in a moment, but still a busy time in the garden sowing seeds, etc. Lots of different seeds to be sowing, and we'll come to that in a moment as well. But you know, everything's going on in my garden now. Lots of things popping up. The daffodils, as you can see there, are really showing beautifully in my flower beds there, and all the other growth is coming up. And I think I can hear Frederick the pheasant out there somewhere, giving his little strangled cry. What else we got going? I've got things popping up now. So I've got peas, Champion of England peas. I love that. That is a cracking name for a pea, Champion of England. Nice big peas. So I've got them. I've got some sugar snap peas going on. I've got some bok choy, a couple of different types of bok choy coming up. I've got some beetroot coming up over there, but half of them have been eaten, and that is what I'm coming to with my re-sowing chilies and peppers. The other day I was in the garden, came in the morning looking at my tomatoes, and I noticed that there was a few missing from each of the cups that I'd put them in. What's going on there? Have they died off? I wasn't too sure, but I suspected that there was a visitor coming in that wasn't invited and was having a go at my tomatoes. So I took the tomatoes out and I put them in my gym down there that has a big bay window that I can get a bit of sun in the night. Well, get a bit of the sun when it's cooler, and I can just put them outside in the daytime, but keep them in when it's warm. But I left the tray because none of the peppers or chilies had been touched, so I left them here. Thought, all right, of whatever it was, didn't like those. Come back, and as you can see, the blackguard, whatever it was, had chewed all the leaves off the tops of the chilies and had a go at the beetroot over there as well. So unfortunately I've had to lay some mouse traps out, and this morning caught 2 mice. So there's probably more, so I'm going to be laying some more out. I don't really like doing that, but you know, if you come into my manor, prepare to be served. So I'm having to redo chilies, but there's lots of other things anyway that we should be still sowing in May. And beetroot still, so lovely beetroot. So I'm as well as some succession sowing I would have been doing, I'm re-sowing a load of the ones that I've still got to do. All your warmth loving plants now, they're gonna prefer being sowed now, and then when they actually germinate, they'll be in the sort of the warmer climate that they actually like to grow in. So things like cucumbers and squash and melons and all that sort of stuff, they really, you know, courgettes or zucchini, as you say in North America, they all love being sown at this time of year, or this, you know, now as we're getting into the warmer climes. It's no point, like I've said before, you know, beating the sort of you know, in a warm greenhouse, beating the calendar on things like that, because when you go and try and plant them out, they're not going to like it. They're just going to sit there sulking, going, I really don't like this weather. Other than that, you've got them, you know, cluttering up your greenhouse and become root bound, etc. So it's a good time to sow them now. What else we got? Sweet corn, still not too late. I haven't sown any sweet corn yet, so I'm going to be doing that today. Sprouting broccoli, that purple sprout and stuff, that's good to be doing now. You know, still any of your kale and all that sort of stuff. Excuse me. Succession sowing some of that sort of different bits and bobs, and some lettuce, etc. Your French and your scarlet runner beans. Any of you guys that follow me, you know I love my runner beans, and down there in the bottom greenhouse I always love that runner bean tunnel that I have, sprouting loads of runner beans. Beautiful vegetable, and the flowers, the hummingbirds absolutely love them as well, so it's like a double bonus for me for them. So there we go. And basil and dill, so you can direct sow dill now, and basil, obviously climate like this prefers the greenhouse. Again, that likes the warmer climate, so it's a good time to sow them now, and then they'll easily catch up, etc. So there we go. There's just a few things to be sowing in May. Oh, another exciting thing I saw yesterday. As you can see there, the first little spears of asparagus. And how delicious and how wonderful is that to see for a gardener? One of the first sort of vegetables to be coming up properly at this time of year. So I think in a week or so I'll be dining on some absolutely deliciously succulent asparagus. There we go. There's my little seeds to sow in May. And I'm now going to get back to the seeds that I need to resow in May is my chilies. But job is still a good one. The warmth is coming. The plants are sprouting and spring is here. Job's a good one.